glad if you would join us.
Here we have it, folks, the last member of the Skeleton Crew, the last figure slated for release from the Skeleton Crew. We've got SM-33, part of the Star Wars Black Series action figure line. Pretty excited. This is number 7. Yeah, looking forward to this guy. Yeah, it looks nice. To be honest, trying to think about other characters that could come out of the Skeleton Crew. Not really thinking of too many. Maybe some more of the pirates. I think Vane would be a good one. But yeah, aside from that, there's not really a lot jumping out that could make a good figure release for that series. But yeah, SM-33 is just, yeah, such a cool looking droid. It's voiced by Nick Frost. So this little bio on the back says SM-33, or just 33, is the decrepit first mate of the ship found buried on At-Aten. He is loyal to the ship's captain, having served under others who have held that title. SM-33's battered body is incomplete, as is his patchy memory. It's another continuing legacy of Star Wars doing just really cool droid characters. So I'm excited about this figure. Let's bust him open and have a look. Alright folks, here he is out of the packaging, and yeah, just first glances, this could be one of the most well put together, well engineered Star Wars Black Series figures in history. Yeah, what they've done here is absolutely magnificent. Super cool details. Sculpting looks great. Comes with a stand. You're making stands, Hasbro? What's going on? What is this? I mean, I don't need them because we've got KR stands, but, you know, if you're going to be playing around with little stands, you just pop them in every single package. It's not that difficult. Just put them in every package. But if they're not going to do that, then you can get your stands from KessRunHair.com, KR stands. That's cool, though. I'll give Hasbro props on that one. And he's going to need it because he's only got one leg, the pirate that he is. So I'm going to pop him on there. And that's a nice snug fit. So that's good. Now I'm just going to have to extend his peg leg out a little bit to get him to stand. So other accessories, he does come with these sort of arm shield pieces. They look like Coke can lids. So that, you know, when you can take these armor plates off his arms, swap them out with the shields, which is a cool feature. I think I'll probably just keep the other standard sort of panels on because they do look good. Like that. So we'll remove those two pieces. And the other accessory is the little rodent, which, honestly, if you saw this on the floor, you'd be disinfecting for mice, because it looks like a little mouse poo. And if I get really up close, you can kind of see some of the little details on it. That's really difficult. I mean, this has got to be one of their tiniest accessories, and you don't want to lose that. So mine will be staying in the figure. So we'll get a close-up look because we get his head here, obviously. Now to pop that in, you do is lift the head up. There is a peg hole in the top. You can sort of see the peg in the head. And for whatever reason, mine doesn't. There's not a real firm sort of grip on the peg there. It sits on there okay, but it doesn't want to stay down. So I'm not sure. I might need a little bit of blue tack or something to do that. But I'm going to use I'll try and get that little guy in there. Just poke his head out through the eye hole. And the little rat rodent thing, he's got a little chunky butt, so he's not going to fall through. And he feels like he's wedged in there pretty well. But yeah, I think he's going to be living there now. I don't want to risk losing that thing. So yeah, head back on. And there you have the little rodent sticking out of the eye there. Okay, I might have to spin him around a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. Might have to get the tweezers out. So let's get on to the figure at large, because we might as well bring him back down, because some of these paint details and the sculpting on this guy are fantastic. Like beat up metal. Yeah, it's not all just sort of paint effects. You can sort of see in the sculpt there's some that sort of worn metallic steel. And the weathering and paint applications over the top are just fantastic. Really, really nice. Around the back, still got some of that detail. Not as much with the paint apps and the weathering on the back side, but you can still sort of see the weathering and effects of the metal itself. It's a little bit annoying that they go to the effort to paint the wires on the front. That looks pretty good. And then you go around to the back and it's, just feels a little bit absent. But, when he's going to be standing on the shelf facing this way, 99.9% of the time, it's fine. But again, coming down to the upper thighs there, real sort of grimy sort of metal look. Down to the legs. So going with the pirate theme, he's got the peg leg. Almost a similar foot to the battle droids. The super battle droids at least. A little bit of K2SO there as well. Some of these joints. So imagine he's been fashioned from numerous different droids over the years. Now this is where the fun comes in, because he's a standard sort of height droid here, and then we get the Go Gadget legs. It's cold in here, so it's a little bit tight. The top of the legs sort of pop out. There we go. And then the arms. We'll start with the hand. So the hand extends out. Then the bicep at the top. As I said, it's just a little bit cold in here, so the plastic's not overly warm. So I'm just being a little bit extra careful here. So that arm comes out. That arm comes out. Get that head stuck back on. And get that arm panel back on. There we have him at full height. Back on his stand. If that peg leg will come out a little bit more, there we go. Yeah, that's so cool. Just all the extra tooling that went into that to make that a possibility. It's really, really well done. Super cool looking figure. And just to do a bit of a size comparison, I've got the ISB Tactical Agent here that I just reviewed the other day. But yeah, this guy is so cool. And I haven't revisited the series since it aired. I enjoyed it, absolutely. And I did watch the first few episodes again. But yeah, haven't really felt the pull to go back and rewatch it yet. Yeah, some great details. Articulation-wise, obviously we've got the head bit that sort of pops off. There's a ball joint, ball and socket at the top of the neck there. There's a ball and socket at the bottom of the neck. Appears to have ball hinges in the shoulders there. And there is a butterfly joint as well. I'm just trying to keep it on screen. He's quite tall. So we've got a butterfly joint there. Got the hinge at the elbows. You got the hinge at the wrist. And a swivel there as well. Same with that side. You've got the torso joint. A little bit up and down, perhaps, mostly sort of spin. And then we got the ball and socket in the legs, and that sort of pulls apart quite easily. It's nice and tight. It's not going to fall off. That sort of allows for a good range of movement. Obviously, you got the hinge at the knee there. You can swivel around at that joint. Same with the foot. His single foot, you got the hinge there. And you've got a rocker hinge in the top of the foot there. Again, that's a little bit tight, so it's not moving for me, but you can sort of see on that top of that foot there, so you can sort of rock that out. So yeah, pretty damn good articulation. I'm just trying to hold him back a little bit further so I can get him all on screen. Yeah, this guy's super duper cool. I'm just going to have to put some blue tack on his head, I think, just to keep that helmet down. I hope that's not a ongoing issue. I hope it's just mine. But yeah, he's going to look great with the rest of the crew on the shelf. There's SM-33, definitely one of the coolest figures we've seen this year at least. He probably would have made my top 5 if I'm honest. If I'd got him just before the end of the mid-year point. But yeah, you can go back and check out the rest of the crew. I've done reviews on them all. Got a little playlist so you can sit there and watch through. But nice to complete the squad. And yeah, I do hope Hasbro put out some more characters for the skeleton crew. So I do appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're new. I'll greatly appreciate your support. And yeah, I will be announcing my 6,000 subscriber giveaway very, very shortly. So stick around for that. Just a little bit of preparation to get that going. You'll see you all very soon. Until then, may the force be with you, always.